Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of, or should I say, continuation of Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. This time, it'll be the remainder of the Pit of 100 Trials. I'll be practically doing 10 levels per part, with the final part being the battle with Bonetail. And the only reason why I'm doing that because it's those levels that have new enemies. Speaking of which, Badge Bandits, which I politely conked right upside the head. There's a good reason why you want to kill these Badge Bandits as quickly as humanly possible. Well, as the name suggests, they steal your badge, and if you don't get them before they do, they will run off with your badge, and you'll have to get it from this mouse. But more importantly, the Badge Bandits actually do have high attack, so there's something you need to keep in mind. I use Bobbery's Bombast to get rid of the Badge Bandits really quickly because, again, these things hurt, and when they hurt, they will steal something if you do not use the action command to block it. So we're just at level 51, we're gonna keep going. Down to 52. And again, this is the reason why I tried to cut out most of the Pit of 100 Trials, because all of these are refights with enemies we have already seen. But this one in particular, the only reason why I have to show this off, because again, as explained in the, or should I say briefly explained at the beginning of the part, the treasure has not been opened. So therefore, I really cannot just ignore all of these floors, because then I wouldn't really have a part. That would have to force me to go down to floor 60, and I want to save that, or I mean, actually go down another 10 floors if I actually skip the entirety of the 10 floors there, which would actually force me to prolong things, which is something I don't want to do. So basically it's going to be 10 floors, there's 6 parts through this. I will actually try to point out techniques, but more importantly, easier ways to get through the Pit of 100 Trials without having to use up all of your items, which more than likely you will by the time you get down to where you need to get down to. And of course, some of the enemies actually drop you helpful items, so keep that in mind. And you know these guys, they're the Dark Goose from Chapter 7. Or should I say Chapter 6? Well, technically it's Chapter 7, but still. I'm gonna go on ahead and use the Fire Flower to knock most of these out. It's only fitting that I do, and get rid of the rest with the Bombast. Oh, FYI, this is where Happy Flower actually shines. Doing repeated runs of the Pit of 100 Trials with the Happy Flower on will more than likely guarantee you to restore your FP gradually. And not only that, it'll also gain up some levels, because after you defeat the Shadow Queen, every single enemy will drop only 1 experience points, despite them normally dropping more than that. And then, there's sometimes you're gonna have to use star points. So, with that said, oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering why I'm getting all these lucky buffs at the start of the battle, it's because I have Lucky Start on. And I do believe you get a more powerful version of that later on in the Pit of 100 Trials. And that's also another reason why I want to go on ahead and make it 10 levels per part, because of the fact that somebody's car was just dying right across the way from me. My bad if you happen to hear that, but because of the fact that every time you get a new badge, there's not a save point here, so you want to try to make sure you save your level and your progress, because once you get down here and you die and there's no way to save, you start over from the very beginning. You start over every time. So, with that said, the moon clefts are from Chapter 7. Yeah, those are the ones from Chapter 7. And that's what I meant to say earlier. And I got conked in the head with a hammer even though I got a rappel cape on. So, there's sometimes you're going to have to switch between teammates and make sure you have a quick switch on. So that way you'll be able to switch through teammates without having to cost you a turn. And if you do switch, it will, how should I put it, give you the edge over most of these tough enemies. Because you're going to be needing that, but more importantly, you will need to learn how to use stylish moves. Because stylish moves are going to save you from having to worry about how you're going to get all of your star points back. And not to mention, it'll actually bring the audience into the arena so that you will be able to easily gain back the star points that you lose. I said before in the playthrough that stylish moves are going to be your friend, and this is the dungeon where it is your friend. And we're at the halfway point of this dungeon, mind you. Well, this first set of floors, actually. And another Badge Bandit. Yeah, can't be having these Badge Bandits walking around. If I'm not mistaken, the Badge Bandits are all 12, so... Oh, you know what? I could just use the Ultra Hammer on these guys. Save me the trouble. But yeah, the Badge Bandits are 12, and it is in a good faith to get rid of the Badge Bandits, and also use techniques like, oh, he's about to steal my badge. Thankfully, the electrified effect of the Lucky Start saved me from the Badge Bandits. And for the record, if you don't have Lucky Start, but you do have Zap Tap, obviously you're going to get it on the way here. It would be in your best interest to switch up your equipments to better suit the battles, and that's what I'm definitely going to be doing throughout the entirety of the Pit of 100 Trials. This will probably be the last time you will see this floor, because all of these would be considered refights as of now. Yeah, and I want you all to take note that you will end up eventually... Oh, sorry, the game just skipped there for a second. And it just skipped and killed off the ice cloud that was there, or the ice puff that was there. Almost called it an ice cloud, but still. But I want you to pay attention to the corner of the screen, because sometimes you may end up lucking up, sorry. My bad. You may end up lucking up and inadvertently getting yourself a, oh, damn it. I forgot those things actually do damage if they, charge up for an attack. But as I was saying, you may inadvertently, like, luck up and get yourself a bingo. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to get things. I'm seeing what's going on and it's interrupting me, but you may luck up and get a bingo, and if you get a bingo, that is going to help you out tremendously in this area. Bingos are your friend. They can refill your health, they can refill your flowers, and they can refill your stars or refill all of the above, so long as you don't get the poison mushroom bingo like I did against the Shadow Queen. I will never forget that. That was a disaster that almost screwed me over. But I managed to survive, and here I am now taking on the Pit of 100 Trials. Oh, and by the way, if you have Miss Mouse, it would be a wise idea to use Miss Mouse to snag some items that you normally would not be able to get without having to pay for it or without having to open question mark boxes so you can get yourself some treasure. Oh, and also treasure chests as well. But make sure that you have Miss Mouse and successfully steal some of the items and badges that these enemies have, because doing that will make things a hell of a lot better on your part. So Quick Switch is going to be your ally throughout this whole stage, and we only have 2 more stages left before I end the part. And I do believe this one's a new enemy, I think. No, it's not. It's not. So that leaves everything from floor 61 onward to being relatively brand spanking new, save for a couple of enemies from the chapter that I just got finished doing, which is chapter 8. So the only spoiler alert I can give you is Dark Wizards make their unprecedented return, and also a word of warning to all of you, the Amazing Daisies make their unprecedented return as well, because they are going to be at the last couple of floors of the game, or of the area, so yeah, bear that in mind. With that said, that is the end of this run of the Pit of 100 Trials. Or at least this part. I'll see you guys next week. By the way, this is going to be an episodic thing on a weekly basis instead of like day to day. So I'll see you guys next Sunday, but first, let's look at the level of success, which is 60, and look what's in this. Oh, that's bogus. I already have this. And also the P version of this. No, wait, I think I have triple dip. But what a ripoff! See you guys in the next part when I take on level 61 to 70. And you'll be seeing some brand new enemies there.